Welcome in. Welcome in. We are getting today started. Should be a lovely one today. Gonna be doing some online racing. Gonna be doing some online racing. Apologies, I am tweeting out the link like usual, of course. Tweeting out the link, of course. Again, I appreciate everyone stopping in. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a follow. Make sure you hit the subscribe. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Apologies. We're gonna go ahead and get into today. Like I said, today should be a good one. Should be a good one today. Again, if you haven't already and you're at YouTube, make sure you drop a subscribe. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button. We're going to be live Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate everyone that's stopping by. We're going to do a little bit of a warm-up just to get started. I'm trying to think of the tracks I see the most online. I don't really know, honestly. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Should be a good night. We're going to be getting into some online racing. We might try ranked if we can get a good enough lobby. It's usually pretty hard to find a lobby, just because not a lot of people play ranked. It's usually much easier finding a lobby on just regular multiplayer. What's up, Violet? Appreciate you stopping by. First time that you're here. We're gonna be doing some online racing tonight. First lap of the day, so no judgment, please. Welcome in though. Hope you're doing good today. Appreciate you stopping by. Very much appreciated. I've been watching you for a bit from Ice. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, me and Ice go way back. I've known him since I was, I honestly can't even remember, 10 or 12. Known him for a long time. I appreciate you stopping by though. Well, I'm gonna do a couple warm-up laps. I don't really need to be that comfortable. I feel like this week's been alright for me in terms of pace, so I should be able to somewhat hold on, hopefully. Sorry for that, just had to save his setup real quick. I know I kind of fly through those menus, kind of hard to tell what I'm looking at. I'm always just looking at the same things. Yeah, I honestly haven't had the sim for long. I used to play, I was born and raised on FPS shooters. I think pretty much any gamer started on an FPS, whether it be Halo or Call of Duty. I don't know. I fell in love with it when I was young. Never got away from it. Then I got a wheel. Found out what F1 was. Fell in love with that. I'm gonna stop by and show some love while I'm on the road driving. So you have some... Well, drive safe. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Have a good night. Should be a good one tonight. Little bit of a moment there at the exit. Just on the limit there. Love to see that. Moment out of the exit. Plenty of time to make up. It's alright. I'll do one more lap and then we'll go ahead and jump into some races. Probably went in a little too deep there. Still improving. That's pretty much perfect on the last corner. Too deep. Too much. Oh, we don't need a restart. We can move on. Go ahead and jump into a race. We've been warming up for a little bit now. Again, I appreciate everyone that is tuned in. Let me know what you think about Mr. Astronaut. He is a older ornament that I got for Christmas, but not an ornament, I guess. He's a decoration. But he usually just sits on my desk. Decided to bring him over for today. If we can get into this server, this could be good. Oh, snap. I want to try and get somewhere with decent connection. That way, at least there can be some racing. It's hard to find a good lobby, though, I'll tell you that for sure. It is hard to find a good lobby. We'll try and hunt one down here. very hard to find a lobby. There we go. Not a great connection. I think we might have to miss this race. Hopefully we can get into the race and not have to sit out. Even if we start from the back of the grid, I will take it. Just do not want to spectate. Also, you'll have to let me know what you think of the haircut. Me personally, I liked it. I liked it. Well, I think we're gonna be spectating qualifying, but maybe we can get into the race. And that's okay with me. That is okay with me. If we can get into the race, that's what matters. Oh, well. Clearly, he was going a bit too fast for turn one. Looks like it's a closer battle between the Alpine and both Ferraris right now. And the Mercedes is pretty close. Looks like the Alpine might take it. Nope. It's a double Ferrari. There was a couple people that joined, so it did say I could start the next session. The next session would be the race. So hopefully I can get into the race. I mean, even if we start from the back of the grid, I'm pretty sure it said 18 laps. The only negative thing is I do not know the settings. I should have checked the settings. That was not smart of me. I don't know when the last time I ran in Austria time trial is. Setup might be old, which is not a good thing. But I'm not trying to make any excuses here. Looks like we are part of the race, which is all that matters. Setup is quite old. Worried that it's going to be unstable. Okay, we're good. We got everything done. If there's damage, there's damage. If there's not, we're still close on fuel. Whatever. Only 2 cars behind us. Here we go. The Austria Grand Prix are away. It does seem like there's damage. So we're going to be a little bit careful here.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
And that is why I said,
Okay, safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
well, I kind of should have expected this. Gonna be pretty much carnage, I think, from here on out. Doesn't help that connection's not good. That usually never helps the situation. I think we're picking up another free spot here. I do not like when this happens. I do not like when the AI takes control. It's okay, I guess. I mean, could be worse. It does seem like maybe we're jumping ahead because everyone else is also under AI. First place got a 5-second time penalty. Got two Mercedes and a Red Bull in front of us, both McLaren behind us. It's going to definitely be interesting. Can't tell what tires they're on. Looks like both the Mercedes are on softs.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Okay,
Not a
clear.
bad start.
Okay, gap to the car behind. 1.7 seconds.
I am a little worried that I'm out braking him.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Copy.
I can definitely pass this Red Bull, that's for sure. I don't know if it's regular corner cutting or not. I'd really like to not just find out the hard way. We're just gonna sit behind him and wait till he makes a mistake. And that was it right there, pretty much.
Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay,
Now we just gotta
steering
try and
wheel
get in
enable
DRS.
DRS. DRS is now online.
Seems like it's not gonna be too hard. They're using a lot of ERS. Alright, we just gotta focus in. To not touch that inside curb.
Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car. Gap to your teammate behind is 21.4 seconds.
We're just trying to catch up to him. Need DRS.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Let's just not use any more DRS. He's got a 5-second time penalty. We still have plenty of time to get him on track. And it seems like we're even in DRS now, so. Even if he uses ERS to get out of it. Honestly, whatever. He had the same little bit of a moment. Probably put the same lap he does. Try and protect. Try and protect the track position.
In this lap, push now.
If he does pit this lap, we're definitely going to follow behind him. It is dangerous following an online player this closely. You can never trust their actions.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
If he doesn't want to pit this lap, then I'm not going to pit this lap.
Right, keep pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead.
A little bit nerve-wracking.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Okay, here we go. We're right behind him. Even if he doesn't take the 5 second, we're still going to be right behind him.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 08.6. Good work, we're in P4. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, car behind trailing us. 4.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Our gap to first place is 16.7 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, 7 laps to go.
First place definitely stops the pit. He looks like he's struggling pretty hard.
Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 5.1 seconds.
I'll give him the DRS.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:09.4.
Okay, so everyone in front of us starts to pit. I mean, he doesn't. They don't have to, I guess. He might not actually, because if he pits, his race is over. If he stays out, he can hold a chance to actually not lose.
Brilliant. Nice
What a
move.
move.
Keep going.
Alright, even if he doesn't pit, I don't know if we can catch up. We're gonna try like hell.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 9.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Time last lap was a 1 minute 09.0. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing.
2 seconds a lap. I don't know if we have enough time.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch him.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Making big moves. Yes, sir, Kurt. Started at the back of this grid because we joined in late. Appreciate you stopping by. The more you chat, the better I'll be able to see. I just kind of have to sit up a little bit to see the YouTube chat. Appreciate you coming by though, bub. He pit lap 1 after the safety car. I pit on lap 12. We're gonna see if we can't
And gap to the
catch
car
him
in
here.
front is 4.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. Your last lap time was a 1:09.0. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing.
I just don't. 2 seconds isn't enough for the amount of time that we have. Unfortunately. But we're just gonna keep our head down. Drive like we can. Hopefully he makes a mistake. He's right there.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
It's a good strategy call on his part if he does win this race. It's seeming like he's going to. He's been on those tires for 17 laps, so I mean, props to him for being able to bring those tires home. On a crazy heater and still making up crazy time. Yeah, we were trying to. I mean, he ultimately he won, which I mean, props to him. Like I said, he was on those laps. I don't even really know how long. Let me see if I can't see his wheel. It's not gonna show me his tire wear, but I mean, I know he was on those tires for quite a long time. I mean, listen, props to him. He won. All good. There's plenty of more races. We did start at the back of the grid for that. I mean, yes, sir. It is what it is. I probably could have and should have pit under the safety car. I didn't. It is what it is, I guess. I mean, he started first on the grid. I'm not saying that's what ultimately need to turn up after that P2. I mean, P2 was all right. I wanted the win. I definitely could have had the win there for sure. I was just I was pondering on better decisions that I could have and should have probably made, like pitting under the safety car and probably not fought with the Mercedes for so long. I probably should have pit on lap 10, threw the softs on, and I mean, no one would have been able to catch up at that point. But from last to P2 is a dub. I mean, no, you're not wrong. Last to P2 is a dub. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I was inspecting decision making, trying to decide how it could have been P2 and how it could have been P1 instead of P2. It's all right. We're on to the next. We're not going to dwell on the past. We're going to take an AI car if it lets us. Hindsight's always 2020. Still a great race, and because you're saying it all, you gave more improvement. Well, yeah, for sure. It's not that I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm not trying to complain because I could have crashed out, and the race would have been over. There was good moves. Still had the fastest lap of the race. Looks like this is a fairly new session. I mean, hopefully it starts ratherly soon. I don't like to wait. That's why I also have a problem with um what was I saying? I have a problem with waiting. That's why I have a problem with online lobbies because I mean, I know they're trying to get more people in here, which I respect, but I'd also like to start the race. Connection in this lobby's not great, which obviously isn't ideal. I mean, it doesn't really matter what car we drive. Equal performance is on. The more and more this lobby fills up, the less options we will have. Going Alfa Romeo. No one else is Alfa Romeo. So, yeah, that's where we're going. I don't know why no one else likes the car or the team or what, but I enjoy the car. I don't know if I'll ever call them kick Sauber. It'll probably just be, I mean, I guess I could say Sauber. But next year, I mean, I'll probably be driving the car even more because of how much it stands out. I think online races are going to be shoddy connection most of the time until it gets bigger in the US. Well, it's true. There's North American lobbies that I can connect to. It's just a lot of the times there's way more European servers open. So there's more options. So I can get in and out of a lobby very fast rather than having to wait for an hour practice session because some people do that on online races. I don't know. It's not that I don't think that I could start a lobby by myself and to just wait and have people join. But again, with the waiting thing, it takes more time, especially because there's not a lot of people here right now ready to join in the chat. So it's harder to fill up a lobby. Again, this is one of the tracks where there's just going to be absolute carnage. I can feel it. I know it. We're definitely going to be starting in the back. We'll put a setup on. Start from the back of the grid. And we'll go. Well, we'll start as far back as we can because I'm sure, not to be rude, but I'm sure there's going to be some crashes leading to retirements. If I had to put a guess on it, I would say 5. Don't know how recent the Monza setup is. I mean, we'll check. I don't think it's very recent. It seems recent-ish, which we are okay with. Again, ultimately, it doesn't matter. We're intentionally going to be starting from the back of the track. The back of the grid. Apologies. I mean, we can drive turn 1 and we can push turn sector 1 and sector 2 just to see. But ultimately, I enjoy starting from the back of the grid. It's a lot of fun to me. We've already had 1 retirement. Again, not 100% surprising. I mean, we almost crashed. I mean, technically we did crash. But we almost, like, really, really crashed. Again, I mean, ultimately, this is what I wanted. I didn't want to crash. I did want to start from the back of the grid. We're going to get as far back as it'll let us. We're probably going to be starting 15th. That's okay with me. I mean, there's going to be probably 4 or 5 cars behind us. I'm alright with that. We need to lower the tire pressures off of the start. We need to underfuel probably about a lap. I wish I could see the timing of sectors on online races, but it's okay. That's just me being a little bit picky. But that's okay. Again, we had 2 spins. I mean, I don't know if I was late on the brakes there or if I just didn't hit the brakes hard enough. Either way, that's definitely something that we need to look out for in the race. Again, I have a feeling that someone's going to start as soon as the race starts trying to get a leg up. So we need to lower our fuel, lower our tire pressure. Probably going to go underfueled because I really just think that people are going to cause damage here. We're going to go pretty low on tire pressure. Starting on probably the worst tire, the worser tire than everyone else. Worser is probably not a word. Everyone else is probably going to be on a better tire. Not everyone, but a lot of people.
Okay, caution, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens. Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris.
Yep, get me out of that.
The marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
Get me out of that.
Okay, and that's a red flag. Red flag. Keep the delta positive and let's have you straight to the pit.
I mean, this is why we've named it Online Carnage right here.
This is essentially a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
Softs is going to be sketchy, but we'll take it. I still hope a safety car comes out because now our fuel's maybe a little bit too sketchy. But there's still plenty of people, plenty of race. I'm sure leading up into turn 1 right here, we're probably going to get another safety car. So nobody get too excited.
We're getting underway in just a moment. Stand by. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
I mean, I don't know if I called that or if I just called that. All I'm going to say is I said safety car into turn 1. I don't even know if we made it out of turn 1. before we got our safety car. We're gonna sit. It's happening right now. I appreciate it, Shay. Welcome in. It's the first time you've been here. First time you're chatting, I should say. Welcome in, welcome in. I mean, I don't know if you were here 25 seconds before this happened, but I had literally said, we're going to get a safety car. Someone just lost their wing. Oh, you said, the fuck is happening right now? This is an online race, Shay. What happens in an online race is usually a lot of people hit other people, which is not usually how F1 goes, but online creates carnage and just horrible racing sometimes. So there's a lot of safety cars and a lot of red flags.
Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
A red flag, basically. You have ESC red flag and SC in 2 laps is crazy, though. Listen, this is usually what happens in any online race that I'm a part of. I don't know if it's just because of the luck that I have or if this is just what happens. But every single one, I'm pretty sure this one was labeled clean drivers only, as a matter of fact, which is funny because there's no such thing as an online clean driver, like 1 in 10 maybe. I mean, luckily this does mean that we don't have to do nearly as many laps on our softs, which is very thankful. I wasn't looking forward to doing 11 laps on soft tires. The last few laps would have been a struggle. Sitting on no penalties. At this point, we're just trying to keep our car in one piece and not die, because I know for a fact that we can pass all 3 on the podium. It's just a matter of keeping the car in one piece. That's my only concern here. Is it sim damage or normal? I honestly don't know. I didn't set this lobby up. I'm pretty sure it's normal damage. If it was sim damage, I'm pretty sure like half this lobby would have been crashed out right before the red flag. Part of me is like 90% sure that it's normal damage. Just because I don't know if any of these people in front of me would have a wing with their driving sporadicness. But again, I really don't even know. I don't even know the corner cutting rules. I don't think it's on strict in this lobby. There was definitely moments in Austria where if it was strict, I should have been cut or called for cutting, or at least been on a warning. So I do think that it's probably a little bit more settings beginner friendly wise. But if I like I said, if I remember correctly, this is the one that was labeled clean drivers only. Which again, I mean, what are we gonna do about that?
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
If it was sim damage, I'm pretty sure the McLaren behind me would have just lost this wing. So And, I mean, who really knows? This is why, like, you can't do online racing. This is just so annoying.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car.
I
Right
really
now.
didn't
Just
mean
be
to kill that
careful.
car in front of me. I mean, I want to say it wasn't my fault. Ultimately, he was behind me.
We've got a lot of spare
But you could have
energy.
probably
You're
put
okay
that.
to use your overtake button.
You could have probably put that on the leader. That's an AI. I just have to get past him. Could have probably put that on the leader because he sped up right before the last corner. And then as he was coming out of the exit of the last corner, he decided to smash on his brakes. And I mean, if you're leading the pack, once you go, you can't just stop. The wing damage obviously isn't ideal. It's definitely not sim damage. If it was sim, it would, that wing would not be greenish yellow. It would be like orangish red. Although, Shay, I am sure that you know that, because just by the questions you're asking, you seem to play the game as well. Still any, or don't mind me asking, you play on, what do you play on? I'll gladly add you. We could get some online racing in, some Grand Prix. I'm on Steam. Alright, bet. Yeah, that's, I mean, I don't know if you can tell or not, but that's where I am. I'd be happy to play with you anytime. I mean, I don't know how much time or how often you play. But yeah, I mean, I'm on almost every day, but I'm live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Usually playing F1. Sometimes it's online racing like what we're doing now. Sometimes it's the Williams Lamborghini Road to Glory. I'm on almost every day as well. I mean, bet that if you want, I can message you, or yeah, I can send you a DM or something. Send you my Steam name, and or you can send me yours, whatever. But yeah, I'm down anytime. I mean, F1's probably the main game I race on, but I also play Assetto Corsa as well, and thinking about getting into WRC. I have Forza Horizon 5, but I don't play because no one else on my friends list has any racing games besides Need for Speed. Not that I don't like Need for Speed, I just prefer the other games I listed before that more. That's all. The tires are going to be hurting by the end of the race, which is, I mean, kind of to be expected. Especially if I keep doing that. That is not a good way to keep the tires under the drop-off range. We might be nursing the tires a little bit for this couple laps. I don't know if we have time, really, to make a stop. We would definitely, we'd be passed by all four trailing us. And I doubt they plan on stopping anytime soon. So now it's just about trying to keep the car in one piece. As I say that, the McLaren stops off the soft tire. The medium behind me is going to be worrying towards the end of the race. I'm sure he's going to be able to catch up a little bit, maybe not. We just need to stay focused. Yeah, I mean, no, the tires won't blow or nothing. I'm just saying, like, the first drop-off range starts at 25%. So the rears, they've been done. And the fronts, they're probably going to be done after the next lap. Not that I'm worried about a puncture or nothing. We could drive these tires for another probably 30 laps before they puncture, but just about the grip, really. Especially because I'm running low wings right now, which is, I mean, to be expected on Monza. I mean, we're still gaining time in certain parts. We are kind of babying it into turn one. Just because I don't feel comfortable there.
Yellow flag.
Honestly. Well. I think the tires would have been fine. Had we not just been booted from existence. A little happened to me too. Yeah, I mean I've had that happen many a times. I mean, pretty sure that means that those pretty sure that that means I'm not gonna be able to connect. We'll give it like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Try again. If not, jump to a race. Whatever. I don't need EA for a setup or to do a time trial. It don't really matter to me if it's on the leaderboard or not. It don't matter to me if it's on the leaderboard or not. Like two whole different ball games, going from a track like Monza to a track like Monaco. I should get a world record, LOL. Nah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm fast. but I don't know if I'm that fast. I got a lot of time. See what I'm you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? No, I'm fast, but I know that I still have plenty of time to find. But like, I mean, if EA wasn't down, I could prove it to you. But my time on Monaco is like top 4% right now, I think. Which obviously, I mean, still massive amounts of time to find with that many people in front. But again, just with other things in life and obligations and family and kids, I don't have as much time as some of the people ahead of me. But I still compare myself to them. Because ultimately, I want to be able to beat them. Yeah, we're not here to expect any kind of world record from yours truly. Like I said, you're going to get some fast laps. I can lock in for you. But we're a little bit off the world record time for now. There's a couple tracks in which I'm probably close. But close don't matter in F1. Racing in... Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Close don't matter in racing in general. My closest track's Silverstone for sure. By far my best track. It's also my favorite to watch. What's my favorite track to race? I really like the Japanese Grand Prix. And I like Paul Ricard, although it's not on the grid anymore. Those are two that I enjoy to race personally. Third would probably still have to be Silverstone, just because the only thing I don't like about it is the pit box. I always get a time penalty there. Saudi. Hate Paul Ricard. I love Jeddah also. Jeddah is one of my favorite tracks to not only race on, but do a time trial at. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. A lot of people don't like Paul Ricard, and I understand. It's definitely not the most liked circuit, and I'm not saying that it needs to be by any means. Trust me, that is not what I mean at all. I do think that it gets more hate than it should, but again, it's one of my favorite tracks to race at. Again, this one's going to be really controversial, but one of my top 5 tracks to race at was Russia. I wish we could just pick that track up and move it somewhere else so we could race there. But that'll never happen. If you had to put top 3, Shay, what are you putting? Jeddah first. What's next? I like the street circuits. There's very little room for error. But in terms of like watching, I can't not love a spa. We clattered the wall there. We're drifting out of turn 15. Jeddah Imola Spa. 110.4. I mean, we got faster times than that online. I ain't worried. Jeddah Imola Spa. I respect that. I really like can't even think of it right now. I'm blanking. Give me 1 second. See if we can't connect. I mean, we connected. Doesn't really matter. I don't need to be on the server to show you the track. For some reason, I'm blanking on the name. I mean, I don't hate Texas. I don't love Texas, but I don't hate it. I'm not quick there, but I'm not slow. There's definitely certain tracks where, yeah, it's I'm slow. Let's just say that. Definitely certain tracks where I am slow. I could just get 1 moment while this loads. If this doesn't seem to load, we can always try and figure something else out. Of course. I apologize. We're back. I could have put it on. I could have threw you on the be right back screen, but we only had to stand up and grab a drink. It's not looking good, if I'm honest. It's not looking good. We may have to sit on a restart. Give me 1 second. We're gonna try a restart. See if that doesn't fix our current problem. Shay, and if you're still tuned in and you haven't already, type !Dubby and you will get a link for the cleanest energy drink company that you can find. Their caffeine comes, apparently Steam runs maintenance every Tuesday. That's the issue. Yeah, usually I don't have an issue. That's the thing. I'm live every Tuesday. I've been live every Tuesday for the last 4 weeks. Who knows? Who knows? We're gonna try and get it loaded up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna run. Doesn't seem to be having an issue. I don't know what that was all about, honestly. But yeah, Shay, if you haven't already, make sure you check out Dubby. if you end up liking what you see and you want to, I don't know, support me, try that instead of G Fuel or Rogue or whatever you've seen or whatever you got, you get 10% off if you use code GHOST. Um, my personal favorite is the Calio cream. It's mango orange cream. It's kind of like an orange creamsicle. If you've ever had one of those, I'm sure you probably have. A lot of people, almost everyone, has. My second favorite is probably going to be Galaxy Grenade. It's watermelon, guava, and lime. They had a lot of their flavors have lime, like the Push and Punch. It's a fruit punch with a kick of lime. It sounds a little weird, but it's really good. I enjoyed the fruit punch a lot, or the Push and Punch. My apologies. And then they also have non-caffeine line as well, the hydro. My personal favorite in that is the watermelonda. It's pretty self-explanatory what that one's got in it. It's watermelon lemonade in that one. And then I just want to take a second to thank Dubby and So Laced. So Laced is my newest partnership. They are a streetwear apparel / accessory company. We will have a command for them starting next week. We signed today, so if you check my Twitch about section, you will find the link to the website there. Same checkout code GHOST. This time you'll be getting 25% off of your order. They have welcome back by the way. It does seem like we're back on. Who knows? Maybe it happens again. Maybe it doesn't. We'll find out though. Either way, we're gonna jump into it. Either way, we are gonna jump into it. So Laced, back to what I was saying. So Laced, they sell streetwear clothes. So they sell upstyle design clothing and t-shirts and shorts, and then they also have jewelry, glasses, necklaces, rings. When my shipment comes in, you'll see me wearing everything I have. I purchased glasses, uh, necklace, and a ring. Apologies, I don't know what was happening there. Well, we try to get in that lobby. It's all good. We're gonna try and find a new lobby to join. Maybe we can find one with good connection. But yeah, Shay, after the stream ends, I'll definitely message you, send you my Steam. We'll get together, and I mean, if you want, we play whenever, play together when I'm on stream. We play together off stream. I'm down for whatever. If you check !Discord, that is the Discord that I'm in. Pretty much anytime I'm online. If I'm online, I'll be in that Discord somewhere. Whether it be the streaming channel or the general chat, the chilling channel. I see your requests, I make sure I got you. Soon as the stream's up, I make sure I got you on Steam. Doesn't look like the connection's very good to that lobby. But this is what happens. Who can we be? Who can we be? Who can we be? We'll take the Williams. We almost ran out of spots. Could be worse. I don't know when the last time I raced at Abu Dhabi was. It's gonna be interesting for sure. Especially since it's a 5-lap race. No clue as to where I'm gonna be starting on the grid. I know for a fact we don't have a setup here. But I'm not trying to make excuses. Let me stop with the excuses and let me get on to the task at hand. Again, if you haven't already and you're here lurking or chilling, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, if you're on YouTube, make sure you drop a subscribe button. You'll be notified every time we go live. If you're on Twitch, of course, hit the follow button if you haven't already. Same thing. Notified every time we go live. If you haven't already, make sure you go on to my YouTube channel. Check out the highlights video from the last Road to Glory episode that we were on stream for. Should be another one out either tomorrow or Thursday. So if you're on YouTube, make sure you keep an eye out for that. If you're on Twitch, check out the YouTube. Maybe you want to see the video. A little bit of a compressed version of the what happened, pretty much. Doesn't seem like we have a setup at all here. That's not great. I'll tell you that for sure. This is going to go pretty poorly. But we're going to do the best we can. We have no setup. It's probably terrible. I did as many on-the-fly changes as I could. We're starting pretty high up in the grid, so that's a bonus. Don't know what the settings are on this lobby. Well, now we know that there's collisions. Okay. Straighten out, please. Unfortunately for us, that one wasn't our fault, but it is going to pretty much ruin our race.
Okay, so that was a bad start, but don't overreact. We can salvage this.
5 laps is not a lot of time.
Caution, caution.
Tell you that. Pretty sure that was the car that wrecked us. I don't know if that's karma or if that's just him being a bad driver. Probably a little bit of both. I don't even know if I've raced at the track since they did the changes. Oh, I almost died by the fact of that there was a McLaren just sitting right offside the racing line. I mean, points are still possible because, again, this is an online race.
Okay, clear.
You give someone enough chances, and they're probably going to end up crashing. I mean, I'm not one to really say. Missed what happened, but got caught up with dinner, diapers, and daycare talk. Hey, listen. I respect you coming back. I appreciate you coming back. No need to apologize. All that happened was we were on the second to last lap of the... Oh my god. See, this is why you can't trust anybody. What kind of move is that? Literally sitting on the racing line and just stomps on his brakes. Like, what is this? This is the kind of behavior you can expect. No. We were on the second to last lap. And EA decided that it was going to stop working. So that's what happened. And now we're racing with a poor setup.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
We're getting passed by cars that we should not be getting passed by. I'm not going to blame this all on the setup, but a setup matters a lot, especially because this one's just not good. Which makes it even harder for us. Yeah, I think we're just gonna call that race there. Was not a good race. Wrecked in lap 1. Well, I guess I shouldn't say wrecked. We were crashed whilst driving on lap 1. It being a 5-lap only race, there was not a lot of time to catch up. Especially considering that our setup was very far underdeveloped. We will find a new lobby. I think we found our lobby. I really do hope that I loaded in just in time. Even if I don't get into the qualifying session, meh, that's fine. That is fine with me, as long as I can race. Who knows how many laps there are? Who knows the settings? It really would be ideal to just have our own lobby. That would be the best way to go about this. We would control the settings and a lot more other things. Settings, tracks, the location, the ping. The last time I raced here, it did not go very well. But the last time is the past. This time is this time. Let's focus. Start from the back of the grid. Let's win us a race. In the Alpine, a car we almost never drive. I mean, this setup isn't ideal. Ooh, there's definitely a lot better ones. Especially because it's almost a year old. So that doesn't help my case. I think that's the farthest we can go down. I mean, there might be someone behind me. A couple people behind me. But I really tried. There was someone behind me. I really tried. Like I said, this is not for excuses. This is just for pure information pieces only. We do not drive the Alpine often. This setup is a year old. And I'm sure someone in this lobby has a setup from yesterday and doing time trials. That's okay. That's not what we're here for. We're here to win a race and make as many moves up the grid as we possibly can without our car entirely blowing up. So that's our plan here. We're going to make as many moves through the grid as we can. I don't know how many laps we have. If it's 5, we just need to play careful. Tire pressures are already as low as they can go, pretty much. I don't know what else we can change. I don't want to change the setup much. I didn't get comfortable with it, but I don't want to change it much. There's going to be decent people behind us. There's a lot of people behind us, but this is the worst that we could start. That's our best bet there, is to reset to the track and just move on. I mean, we're still in the pack. There's definitely still moves to be made. Plenty more laps. We're a little bit weak in the straights, which is a bit concerning to me. Considering passing here is going to be quite difficult. I'm pretty sure it's just because his internet is so bad.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
His internet's probably so bad that he's lagging, so that's why he was ghosted. We got tapped by the Ferrari behind us. I would like to get away from him.
Green flag. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down
Okay.
and maintain a positive delta.
I don't know if that was my fault or if that was his fault. That's just me being 100% honest.
Right, drop your speed.
It easily could have been my fault. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm not at all saying that it wasn't. But yeah, see, Shay, I don't know what it was. It's so hard to tell with how bad the server is. Everything seems like a lag bubble almost. I mean,
okay, mate, don't worry about the damage.
If that's not online racing right there, I don't know what is.
Copy.
If that is not online racing right there, I don't know what is a better way
We're going green. Maintain positive delta
to show
until
you.
the green flags. The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out.
Oh, I wonder why it's full. Mad that he slipped for the SC. I mean, listen, I couldn't tell you why he's mad.
Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Really couldn't. Who knows? Whatever.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
We're not here to make excuses.
You've got damage to the rear wing. Expect some slight impact on performance. Okay, DRS is now available.
These tires are going to suck pretty bad for probably like either the whole race or like 5 or 7 laps. Well, I mean, that's going to suck the whole race.
Okay, listen.
Okay. Pretty sure I'm just going to find a new lobby. Not to say that I got triggered, but that was just a little bit more than maybe I could handle at this current moment. Maybe just a little more than I could handle at this moment. I really don't think I could deal with much more of that lobby, if you want me to be honest with you. I mean, it could have been worse. But I mean, shoved into the wall, that's no way. It's no way to race. Regardless, it's whatever. Regular corner cutting. Safety cars off. Formation lap off. Red flag off. Car damage is off and reduced. Interesting. Okay. Well, see, that's why we have to read the settings sometimes. I mean, again, whatever. If it's my fault, that was my fault. I deserved it in his eyes. I don't know. Who knows? I don't like to put myself in their shoes. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, we're in the next lobby. On to the next mission. Depending on the time, who's your teammate? In this current race right now, Shay? Is that who you're asking? If you're asking generally, I don't have a teammate. Again, not very many of my friends have F1, and those that do don't have a wheel besides one, and he's not really into F1 like that. If you're asking right now, I will check. Oh, Shay, you my teammate, Doug. Come on now. I see you in the lobby. I see you. Waiting on a designer 420. Classic. Well, we're starting from the back of the grid again. So, I mean, regardless. Starting from the back's the only way to make it fun. It's the only way to get some good overtakes. Adds for some interesting racing, for sure. It's also where a lot of the crashes start, is the back of the race. So, good luck to you, Shay. We're on regular corner cutting. I bet they're taking advantage of it, aren't they? I do love this track. That's what I will say. Easily top 5 in my favorites. Now, I'm not trying to reveal too much to you, but I am pretty weak down the straights in this setup, but the corners are deadly. P7 for my teammate, Shay. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time, my friend. There's plenty of time. Looks like P1's pretty quick, though. I can't lie to you. He's almost a second faster than the whole pack, which, I mean, who knows if he'll keep that pace the whole race? It's very unlikely. But still, P7, you have plenty of time plenty of time to make moves. We're going to hopefully catch up to you, work in tandem. See if we can't get a 1-2 here. The only time that I'm cool with finishing second is if you're the one finishing in front of me, being my teammate. So, just to make it clear, I still will fight you like normal, but if it's needed. Gonna lower our tire pressure. Get into it. All right, Shay, good luck to you, brother. Starting P7. Hopefully it's nothing crazy up there. We're going to be at the back of the field. Catching up to you, hopefully. Good luck to you. Hopefully it's a clean race. I doubt it, but let's can't hope for anything less. Not a bad start. Carnage. Shay, was that you? I think that was my teammate Shay spun around. It's not ideal. We're just picking positions off one by one, really.
All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
This guy in front of us is lagging hard. Kind of seems like the McLaren behind us is trying to take us out. I can't lie. Shay, if that was you that spun, and you can hear me, there's plenty of time. Plenty of time, my friend. Lock in. I don't think that's you, though. Looks like you're just ahead of me.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
If this is you ahead of me, I will catch up.
Okay, clear.
Pretty sure it is you. They're both falling off behind you.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
No chance, bro. Ah. What up, Sawyer? Chevy got spun out by the Ferrari, so if he catches up, just be careful of him. He's dangerous. We're gonna catch up though. Plenty of time, plenty of race.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Brother. Brother. What the... I mean, I don't understand this at all. How are they going so slow? This whole lobby is just dirty drivers. Like, this is insane.
Green flag.
Bye-bye. Stupid idiots. Both of them.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Gonna be the last race of the night here.
Push, push. Gap to the car behind. 7.1 seconds.
Oh my god, dude. You can't make this up. These lobbies are so toxic, it's insane.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 22.7 seconds.
Bro. Because that would have been a good idea. Sure, keep up with me. See if you can.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Boxing early. We've been spun out like 4 times in this race. Still laps to go, so I'm not trying to get upset. I'm not trying to get upset. It doesn't seem like they pit pretty much the same lap as us, though, so don't know how much this is going to help.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Looks like a lot of people still have to pit.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
I mean, that was all us right there. It's on us to push. Get him, Shay. Plenty of race to go. Just gotta stay focused. Not get in any more collisions.
Okay, car behind trailing us. 2.1 seconds. Okay, gap ahead is 2.5 seconds.
Still laps to go.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Unfortunately, we pretty much have to just wait for someone to make a mistake. We've been spun out so many times.
Caution, caution. We're currently trailing our teammate by 18.3 seconds. Okay, clear.
Killing it, Shay. I mean, I don't know if that can literally be put on anybody else but me. Oh, oh, oh. Same with that. Yeah. Should have sent that message like in 5 minutes
Okay, we've
early.
got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Very hard to keep your head up when you've been spun out like 4 or 5 times consecutively. Especially when you know these people that you're behind are not faster than you. Again, we're not here to complain. We're here to race. And, I mean, that right there is proof right there.
Okay, the incident's been cleared.
Like,
Let's get back up to racing
you
speed.
can't
Come on.
you can't race a whole race 4 times and not expect it to be crashed. Unfortunately, sometimes this is what I do to myself. Starting from the back of the grid all the time.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
The fuel's looking a little sketchy. Easy to for a little bit to describe the whole race. Yeah, pretty much. That's the whole race. Like, I hope Shay is feeling a better side of the race. Hopefully it was cleaner up at the front. I want to say most times it is. That doesn't mean that it will always be. Or that it even was, because there's a good chance it wasn't. pretty close on the fuel line, if I'm honest.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
It does look like Shea was dealt a wrong hand at
Gap to the
some
car in
point.
front is 7.0 seconds.
I have a strong sinking feeling that he linked up with the Ferrari that crashed me out. P10, I mean, it's points. We run out of fuel across the line. It's points, 1 point. And it's an online race, so it doesn't necessarily matter all that much. Shea comes home P5. I mean, that's something to be happy about. Shea, I hope it was a cleaner race for you than it was for me, brother. Driver of the day. Still. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, that's adversity. That's just fighting adversity. Shea, I mean, listen, bro, props to you. It does seem like you probably got dealt the wrong hand at some point, which is unfortunate. I got spun out like 4 or 5 times. Could have got podium, but I spun last lap. Oh, damn. That sucks. That sucks to hear, Shay. That is very unfortunate, my friend. Very unfortunate. I mean, we could have done better. I could have got way better than P10 for sure. I'm not going to put it all on the fact that I got hit, but I did get spun out several times. I mean, again, it is what it is. I probably should have been more patient. There was plenty of race, plenty of laps. Sometimes I think I get too aggressive online, and that's why I end up getting spun. I should have been more patient. I know I'm faster. I know I could have had him. Again, I appreciate everyone stopping by. If you haven't already and you're on Twitch, drop a subscribe, drop a follow. You'll be notified every time we go live. Next time we'll be live will be Thursday, 5 to 7 p.m. same time. Don't know if we're going to be playing F1 or not, but I appreciate everyone stopping by. YouTube, if you haven't already, drop a follow. You do the same thing. You're going to be notified every time we go live from here on out. Whether or not you're on Twitch or YouTube, make sure you go check out the latest YouTube video posted yesterday. It is a highlights from the Road to Glory for Monaco. The game seems to be frozen, but we're ending stream here anyways. This was our last race of the night. Shay, I will get a hold of you. If you're still here before I close out, type exclamation Discord. It'll give you the link for the Discord. You can join up. Like I said, I'll be in there pretty much 24/7 when I'm on, even if I'm not necessarily playing something. But I appreciate you stopping by. I hope to play with you more. Definitely good racing. Maybe we get some one-on-one action later tonight. I'll have to hit you up. But yeah, I appreciate everyone coming by. If okay, that might have to type exclamation point socials. For some reason that didn't seem to work. The socials, I'm pretty sure will give you a link to my link tree. The Discord's there. I know it's a whole process, but it usually is easier that way, just to have everything consolidated in one place. X. Okay, well, it's not working, but I mean, I have you on Steam. I'll check it after the stream's over. I have you on Steam. I'll shoot you a message. Um, Again, I appreciate everyone for all the love, stopping by, saying what's up, joining in the stream.